hashtag Roll Up Your Sleeves South Africa campaign seeks to support the government's COVID-19 vaccination drive aimed at achieving a target of 28 million first-dose vaccinations of adults by the end of 2021. It's a joint initiative between the Solidarity Fund in partnership with the National Department of Health. This comes in light of the fact that the national vaccination rollout is still not moving at the desired pace, with a lot of vaccine hesitancy and anti-vaccine attitudes taking root. Well, to tell us more about the initiative, I'm joined via Zoom by Mike Brown. He's the CEO of Nedbank. Thanks very much, Mike, for joining us. So in essence, what does the hashtag Roll Up Your Sleeves South Africa seek to achieve?
Look, we want to get 28 million people at least having their first dose of a vaccine by the end of the year, as you said. But I think behind all of that is business partnering with society to ramp up vaccinations as quickly as we can, because we know that that is the quickest way to get back to some form of normalcy in our economy and in job creation, which is absolutely vital in our country.
So what's new? Because we know that the private sector has already been playing a role in boosting the national vaccination rollout. The mining sector, for example, using their facilities to immunize their miners and their immediate local communities, and other private sector players doing what they can to get vaccinations going. So what will the intervention be from the private sector under this particular initiative?
I think it's just a significant ramp up in the communication campaign, speaking very positively of the benefits of vaccines. We know that vaccines don't stop people getting COVID, but what they do is significantly reduce hospitalizations and deaths. And that's what causes lockdowns. So if we want to avoid lockdowns, particularly the very high levels of lockdowns that have been so damaging to our country, we need to keep, pushing the communication around vaccinations.
Yeah. Do you think that the educational aspect of the campaign will be sufficient in dealing with the vaccination hesitancy and anti-vax sentiment that appears to have taken root?
I think, we can't afford for it not to be. And we've got to keep pushing that message. I've certainly been vaccinated, had absolutely no side effects. And, that will enable me to travel again when I need to. So, there are just so many benefits in getting people vaccinated. We've just got to keep that positive message going. And hopefully over time, the doubters will come on board.
Yeah. And just for the doubters and those who are listening, why is it so important, particularly from an economic perspective? I mean, you head a major bank in South Africa. And of course, if the economy is doing well, the bank does well as well. And you've seen it fit to get behind this campaign. From an economic perspective, why is it so important?
Yeah, so for me, it's not about the bank doing well, it's about our country doing well. And just go back to those lockdowns that we had last year, the economy shrunk 6%. The last time that happened was during the Second World War. So that tells you what a devastating effect lockdowns have had on our economy. And the way to avoid lockdowns is through vaccination. And right now, there's still a devastating effect in certain areas of our economy, in particular tourism, entertainment and travel. And you see the beautiful Zoom picture I've got behind me of Cape Town. We need to get tourists back to our country. That will grow our economy. But most importantly, why do we want to grow our economy? So that we can create more jobs. Our country currently has the worst unemployment level of almost any country anywhere in the world. And the only way to fix that is through economic growth.
How excited are you about the fact that the government has unveiled digital vaccination passports, if you like, and also the fact that, of course, the UK and other countries have taken South Africa off their red list, and we're hearing that up to 500,000 people could actually visit our shores in the next few months because of this?
Super excited, in particular for anybody in that travel and tourism industry who've been under so much pressure. To have some relief come back is absolutely magnificent. And, we need to get people vaccinated because we don't want a fourth wave big enough to put us back where we were a couple of months ago.
Thanks very much, Mike, for your contributions there. Mike Brown, he's the CEO of Nedbank. President Cyril Ramaphosa has highlighted the devastating effects of